To come, opera star Jonathan Ansell launches our search for a diva. Which one of these 8 girls will get the chance to spend every night with him, hitting the high notes? Oh, jealous women in the audience. Find out next. Now, while I was in the potting shed over the summer... You don't know what I was doing. The X Factor started auditioning for the next big pop star. Maestro launched the search for an orchestral conductor. And Andrew Lloyd Webber found his Nancy. Well... Stop it. Today, I'd do anything for a young girl who can sing like this. Heart-melting. 3 great divas of the opera world there, and over the next 6 weeks we're looking for the star of a new opera production. To tell us more, please welcome Jonathan Ansell. Now, Jonathan, we know you way back as a star of G4, and my goodness me, you've done well since then. Now, you're doing this new show. Tell us about it.
It's called A Night at the Opera, and we're going all around the country to various theatres and venues performing like the nation's favourite arias, duets, quartets, bringing it to people so they can just enjoy it out of the context of the original operas, where it's just high and exciting and fantastic fun, and really, really looking forward to it not long now.
This is opera's greatest hits then, really?
Basically, it's opera's greatest hits, both solos, duets, quartets, everybody having a fantastic time on stage. There's a fantastic cast, but we're still waiting for one person at the moment to finalise it. Exactly.
Well, this is no mean tour, because I gather you're finishing at the Palladium.
We are.
This is some opportunity, isn't it?
It's going to be very good.
Did you like that? No, it's not original. I can't claim that. But you've got an album out too, which is of the same kind of hits then, presumably.
It is, it is. There's some tracks from the Night at the Opera tour which are going to be on forever. My second solo album out in November, and it's just great to bring classical music and opera to a bigger and wider audience. It's been proved that everybody is now growing to love it, and I'm just really pleased to be part of that kind of transformation.
So tell us then about this female lead. What has she got to be? What's your ideal female lead?
She's got to be an incredibly charismatic, fun, obviously a great singer, but all of the people we've got here today are great singers, and somebody that the audience will connect with, and on the evening of the show that they come and enjoy A Night at the Opera, they will see her and be drawn to her, and it's going to be fun to see.
And we're talking a little bit of singing here, or is this a particularly demanding role?
It's a big role. I mean, I'm singing so much throughout the show, and she's going to be my leading lady, and being the soprano and me the tenor, traditionally there's a lot of duets with that, and there's no change with this show. So there's a lot of singing, and because it's the big moments, there's no kind of relaxation, there's no sort of nice long recitative area. It's all big arias, fantastic fun, taking the audience on a really strong big journey.
And how many times a week?
We're doing, I think, 6 shows a week for 5 weeks. Yes. So it's a long, hard work tour, but it's fun.
This is going to be nerve-wracking for these 8 girls. It's also actually going to be nerve-wracking for you, thinking, which one am I going to get to work with?
It's always difficult. I think when you open a decision up to the public and the fantastic panel we've got here, it's going to be really difficult, but they've all been really excited backstage. They're all buddies, all swap numbers. It's going to be just a fun experience for them, I think.
So what do you want us to do?
I'd like us to all sit here and enjoy them singing, and then just pick the best one that you think would work with me on stage, on A Night at the Opera, throughout the country, that you can come and see.
No pressure. No pressure. Every good singing competition needs a panel of judges. So it's time to meet ours. The country's leading vocal coach, David Grant, West End superstar Ruthie Henschel, and the man who discovered Charlotte Church and also manages Jonathan here, Jonathan Shalit. Now, David, I wrote down here my little list because I wouldn't remember who you'd coached, and it's so impressive. Spice Girls, Lionel Richie, Diana Ross, Will Young, you've coached all them. What are you going to be looking for in these stars here, or these budding potential stars?
What I'm going to be looking for is vocal stamina. They're going to have to do 6 shows a week and deliver every single time, because every night it's a new audience and they deserve your best. I'm going to be looking for acting ability, because the whole thing is it's opera's greatest hits, but it's a story, and everybody in the audience is going to know every song, so they've got to be able to give it lots of passion and lots of charisma. That's what I'm going to be looking for.
Ruthie, you're in Marguerite in London in the West End at the moment, performing every night, so you know what stamina means. What for you is going to make another female here stand out?
I think I'm looking definitely for personality, personality through singing, and I'm very much the same as David. I would love to see somebody, you know, giving it a performance, because these are all taken out of context, and they'll mean nothing if somebody doesn't tell the story.
They've got so little time to do it, really. Much like Jonathan, you know, can you define star quality, or is it indefinable?
I think real star quality is indefinable. In terms of what I'm looking for, David and Ruthie are quite right about the talent and the ability to command the stage, but I need someone who will light up the stage. And I also, this can be cruel on the person who doesn't get through, it has got to be believable that Jonathan Ansell, who's a great tenor himself, would want to fall in love with the winner, because ultimately the winner is Jonathan's love interest, so it's got to be believable.
That rules me out, then. So, the prize is to be Jonathan Ansell's leading lady in A Night at the Opera. All summer, we've been scouring the country to find some unique vocal talent. Now it's time to meet the 8 finalists. Let's bring out the Sopranos. Right. Here they are. Let me go along the line and let them introduce themselves to you. Rowena, tell me where you're from and what you've done in the past.
I'm from London, but I was born in Kota Kinabalu in North Borneo. And I've been singing and dancing all my life, but this is my first foray into classical music.
So it's been mainly popular up until now? It's his first
It's been musical theatre, it's been anything, really.
Wonderful. Right, next to you, excuse my back, hello. Esther, tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm from Birmingham, and I moved to London 10 years ago to launch my career. I've since toured with Riverdance, the show, for 2 years, and most recently recorded an album with the Medieval Babes.
You were a medieval babe?
I was, yes.
Oh, but not in that medieval frock. Good to meet you, Esther. Rosie, tell me about you. Where do you come from?
I come from Carlisle. I grew up there and moved to London 3 years ago to study classical singing. I've just finished a run at the Royal Opera House with Damon Albarn's Monkey Opera, which promoted the Olympics with and so on. And I'm back to small independent companies and things like
well,
this.
things might change today, you never know. Roseanne, tell me about yourself.
I'm from Harrow. I've just recently graduated from the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama, and I'm currently doing British Youth Opera, La Rondinée.
So you've got a classical background as well, rather than a popular one?
Yeah.
And what would doing something like this mean to you?
It would be brilliant, like, yeah.
Like it would do. It would be okay. Like Brill. Wonderful. You only have to sing, you don't have to be interviewed. It's all right. Alex, where are you from?
Well, I live in London. I'm half Welsh, half Indian, and I grew up in North America.
Well, you've got 2 nations there with a great musical tradition.
Yeah.
What about your experience?
Well, I've just been on maternity leave, actually. I've got a 5-month-old baby.
You haven't got time to do all this singing. You'll fit it in, will you?
I fit it in.
Right, OK. Next week, Find a Nanny, the programme. Fine, OK. Alison, what about you?
Well, I was born in America, and I came to this country to study in Wales. And then I came where I'm now seeking my fame and fortune in Phantom of the Opera.
Right, what, in the chorus?
Yes, I'm covering the diva, Carlotta. So
we'll try and propel you to the front so you can be the diva.
Absolutely.
Bless you, Alison. Thank you, Olivia. How about you?
Hello. I'm from Birmingham originally.
They come down here from Birmingham a lot, don't they?
Up north. But then I moved to London about 9 years ago. I studied classically at the Guildhall School of Music and Drama, and then my first job was Christine in Phantom of the Opera in Hamburg, in Germany, and I've recently got back from Beijing singing for the Earthquake.
Oh, you're multinational already. Good for you. And finally, Caroline, tell me about yourself.
I'm a London girl originally. I grew up in Enfield in North London, but recently moved to Lancashire. So I've gone the other way to everyone else. But I've got a classical background as well. I studied composition at university and then moved into singing afterwards. So.
Wonderful. Look, we wish you all luck. This is how it works. The 8 sopranos are all going to sing for you now. Later in the show, the judges will cull the 8 to 4. So here with... Hang on. What do you think so far?
Good, good.
You're happy with any?
I'd be happy with any. Wonderful. Any of them would be great.
Just as well you said that, isn't it? Don't like the one next to the end. No, fine, that'll be... So here with the barcarolle from Offenbach's Tales of Hoffmann, it's our 8 would-be divas.